Okay, we're going to look at number 5. A child on a sled is being pulled along a horizontal path by its parent. The child and sled have a combined mass of 20 kilograms. And there's a normal contact force of 124.5 newtons. Given there is no resistance to the motion and the parent pulls with a force of 125 newtons at an angle theta to the horizontal, then what is the angle? Okay, so free body diagram first. So we have a sled being pulled. We don't have a resistance force, but in the y we have Fg. We have Fn acting up because we're sitting on the ground. And we know we have, we'll call it a tension here as well. And we know that is acting at some angle theta. So I'll go ahead and put in Ty and Tx. So the givens that we have a mass of 20 kilograms, which gives us an Fg of 20 times 9.81, which gives us an Fg of 196.2. That'll be newtons. We have a normal force of 124.5 newtons. And the last thing we know is that the tension, the full T that they're pulling with, is 125 newtons. All right, so we're going to set up our net force equations. We'll do x first. In the x, we just have Tx. Okay. The next is we're going to set up in the y, and y is more useful here. So in the positive, we have Fn and Ty. And we have Fg acting in the negative direction. We know that equals 0 because we're sitting on the ground. So what we're wanting to find is this angle. So we need to either find this, Tx, or we need to find Ty, because we know this side of the triangle. Tx, we don't have a whole lot of information to work with. We don't know how fast this is accelerating, or if it is accelerating at all, so we can't work with the x. So we have to find this Ty to find this angle here. So Ty equals Fg minus Fn. We have our values here. Fg 196.2 newtons minus 124.5 newtons. We get a Ty value of 71.7. All right, so if we look at our component diagram here, we have 71.7 newtons is what this side of the triangle is. So now we have two sides of the triangle. We want to find our angle. So it's opposite. We're dealing with sine. Sine theta equals Ty over T. And so we're just going to plug in, we'll first solve for theta, sine inverse Ty over T. Plug in our values. 71.7, 125. All right, 71.7, 125. Inverse sine So 35 degrees. So our theta here is 35 degrees. And that is what we were looking for.